I become 682-425. And then there's a lot of things that you know, like a husband and wife, you know, when they fight, they divorce right away, right? In the USA, because you cannot change. Like you, I cannot change you being a distributor. If you are a hard-headed distributor, I cannot change you. But if you see the value of me, then you're gonna change, right? You have to change first. If I convince you to do the business, you won't believe me. But if I will push myself to change myself from rags to riches, then you see the value, then you follow me. That's why I said, oh, Cynthia, you have a lot of followers. That's not true. You know why? There are two types of leaders in this world that a lot of people has a lot of followers. The church member or the politician, and I'm not. Business people, we don't seek followers. You know why? People will follow me because they see the value of me, right? On how I do. That's why you are here, listening to me, right? Now, if I'm just a caregiver, would you listen? Do you think would you listen to me? No. You think Dale will quit his job and go with me? Live with me in a one-bedroom apartment at that time? Ah, Dr. Dale? Do you still love me when I'm a caregiver? That's a question. Okay. Answer the question. Are you still going to love me if I'm a caregiver? Yeah, right. That's funny. Okay. We don't have a laptop here, right? Yes. iPad or something. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Jonathan, people from Germany, if they want to talk to Jonathan, they come to me. Because every time I call Jonathan, he will never fail not to, unless he's sleeping. Okay, but now he's not. I think he's waiting for us. Okay. We're planning to have an event using Kangen water. I don't care if you join with me or not, okay? What happened is like, I'm going to produce Bruno Mars. Okay, don't post on Facebook. Bruno Mars, yes. Earth, Wind and Fire, or David Foster. And then what happened is like, I already have a budget for them, okay? And then before my shooting with the Rock, you know the Rock? Okay? Yes, yes. Okay, now have it. So we're going to travel around the world. We already planned to rent a Learjet, something like that. He's a very nice guy. You will really love him, and he was so, whatever he says, it's really amazing. So I will continue before I think I have to call him first. And then he will stand by when I'm talking. Okay. Okay, it's ringing. Before he's, you know, I was so amazed. All the guests are doctors, engineers, from different all walks of professions. And guess what? When Jonathan said, hello, I'm talking to you. Yeah, Jonathan! Okay, hold on. And then suddenly, hold on, Jonathan. Hold on. Turn off first. I'm gonna, you know, hold on. Okay, I will call you back. Okay, what happened is like, I don't want him to hear what I'm saying. What happened is like, with God, I got a goosebump, and I was sitting in the middle of the 2,500. And Jonathan was talking suddenly. Hey folks, we have a guest here. And everybody's looking at the back. No. You cannot see the guest. And he said, would you like to see them? And Jonathan said, there's a fire in that side was growing. And the smell of something like burning, like something like, you know, an alien or something like that. And then Jonathan also is still talking to us like if you really want to be like into religious, you know, like, because the lacking of us, the reason why we get sick, we are, you know, because our spiritual is dying, our spirit is dying, and then plus the reason why you cannot close, because your aura is getting smaller. You cannot draw the, of the person. Okay, look at me. Let me stand up here, or maybe like 1 mile away. Mr. Oshiro will be there, and I'm here. How come a lot of people will come to me than Mr. Oshiro? Okay, because I have more. I'm just so proud that I have more aura. Okay, all right. Mr. Oshiro has more on money aura, and I have the love of aura. All right. Okay. Jonathan is waiting for us. When you see him in person, you're gonna love him. She has a huge penthouse and he just bought a $1 million house in. Okay. I wish we have I brought my iPad. Hello, Jonathan. Hello. Yeah.
Hi, Jonathan.
How is everyone?
Good. Okay, give them the teaser on what we're going. Okay, tell them about how the thought mechanics help in our Kangen business. Because we're flying here. Listen to me. You promised me that you're gonna cancel everything. Forget about the England, okay, or the Europe. You have to be here when they said go. Okay. All right, go.
I'm with you guys, and I think it will not only your life, but it'll help to change how you perceive everything.
Jonathan, you're breaking up. Okay, hold on. Is this the... Oh, hold on 1 second. Poor connection. We have a poor connection. Okay, I think I have to go like this, right? Okay, Jonathan, go.
Okay, there we go. No matter what it is in life, whether it's you're trying to get a sale in an magic, or whether you're trying to deal with your family, it's all the same. So it's called the 6 degrees to reality. And this is the scientific, this is the actual way that energy goes from the invisible to the visible. From what you cannot see and cannot touch to something that you can see in front of you and you can touch. We call this manifestation. Many of you have already heard of that. So let me share with you a little something that I have learned over the many years, including having been at NASA and everything else. Let me share with you a little bit about that. We'll start, there's a 6 degrees. We'll start from the very last degree, right? We'll start with we'll go backwards because I want to help you to reverse engineer success in your life. So pay very, very close attention because this will change your life. You start with the very last thing, right? The 6th step, which is the manifested thing, all right? Whatever you think is matter, whatever you think you can see and touch and all that, it's all made up of electromagnetic energy. We call this light energy, light particles. There's nothing solid, not your body, not the floor beneath you, not even the walls around you. Nothing is solid. Let me share with you a fact that will help to prove this to you very quickly. If everything around you was solid, your cellular phone, your Bluetooth technology could not work through it because it could not get through it. Nothing is solid. Nothing. Not even the nucleus of an atom is solid. I want you to remember that, because in knowing that, you'll be able to use this to get so much success in the magic. I mean, look at Cynthia. You've got a perfect example right there, right? So that's the last step. The tangible matter, the manifestation, right? Which is electromagnetic frequency. The next step, what affects matter, right? What affects electromagnetic frequency? What affects light particles, light energy? The only thing that can affect it is gravity. Gravity. Not the gravity that if I jump up, I fall back down to the ground. That's like comparing electricity to the very energy that you feel when somebody's in the room that's negative, and you feel kind of like drained when they're in the room. I bet you a bunch of you, pretty much everyone in that room has felt that in your life, where somebody's walked into a room and they look like they're smiling, but there's something off about them. Maybe you have an attitude, or maybe something is wrong, and you can feel that about them, right? You can't see it, like you can't see your cellular phone working. You can't see the Bluetooth waves working, but you can feel it. Well, that's the same thing. The next thing that can affect all matter is gravity. What produces gravity? What creates this gravity? Your thoughts produce gravity. This is true. We have known it for a long, long time. Ever since the 50s. Noetics, quantum physics, we've all known it. Thoughts produce gravity. Gravity is the only thing that can affect light energy, which is electromagnetic energy, which is what makes up all that is matter, all that you can see and touch. So those are the three first steps, or the three last steps. We go to the fourth one now. What dictates the sequence of thoughts? Your feeling. Your feeling. Because if you feel good, no amount of negative thinking is going to change how you feel. But if you feel bad, no amount of positive thinking is going to change your feeling. The feeling always comes first. Now, this is very, very important, because they don't teach you in The Secret. They don't teach you that in The Secret. Other gurus don't teach that, because they do it backwards, so that they don't share with you the real secret behind it. Because logic tells you the feeling comes first before the thought. The thought, you have a new thought every 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds you have a new thought. How many thoughts do you think you've already had since I've been speaking to you now? A lot. Each one of those thoughts is producing gravity. All of that gravity is attracting, trapping, and distorting your reality. Your manifested reality. So, feeling. Now, what can move feeling? Excuse me. What moves feeling? And the
Drink
answer-
Kangen water first. Drink your Kangen water.
Yes, ma'am. So what moves feeling? Your acceptance. Because if you can't accept that it's possible, it'll never be possible. You understand? If you can accept that you can be successful in a magic, you will never be successful in a magic. A million Cynthias can mentor you personally, and you will never be successful in a magic, because you have not accepted that it is possible in your life. You have not accepted that God has something better in store for you than what you think you have in store for yourself. You have not accepted the possibility of greatness, of empowerment, of something better, of becoming richer, of helping other people. You have not accepted it. By accepting that, if you accept that just in this moment, then take a moment. Everybody, just think. You can close your eyes if you want, but just think of it one moment. And say to yourself, in your mind, say to yourself, I am accepting that it is possible that I can be successful with the magic. Now pay attention to how you feel. How do you feel? You feel a little bit lighter. You feel a little bit lighter. And that lightness of feeling is going to produce that type of positive thinking. That thinking is going to produce that type of gravity. That gravity will attract, trap, and distort the reality that you want.
Kangen water. Drink Kangen water.
So that last step there, and then I'm going to share a little bit about Kangen water. The last step there is the I am. Right? Because everybody always says, I am a millionaire. But you've skipped the 4 steps between the 6th step and the last step. Between the I am and the manifestation. You skipped all 4 steps. There is nothing that you know of in the world that can make you get 100% results by not following the sequence, by not following the course of action, by skipping from 1 to 6 and skipping all 4 in the middle and getting that result. It's not possible. So I am accepting that it is possible. The feeling becomes good, the thoughts become exactly what you need. They follow that sequence of feeling, they produce that type of gravity, and then you get your manifestation. If you follow that, I promise you, your entire life will change overnight. And let me tell you why you need to drink conduit water. Alkaline water does not matter. It doesn't matter because alkaline is the feel-good factor. I can make poison water alkaline by adding sodium bicarbonate. We like to call that baking soda. I can make it, but are you going to drink it?
No.
Of course not. The only thing that can make your body alkaline, because if you drink alkaline water, it's going to pass through your body. It doesn't make your body alkaline. The only thing that can make your body alkaline is ionized water. If it carries the ions, right? And it carries the electrons, forgive me, that are in the water molecule now. Because, you know, if you drink a gallon of water, you're going to urinate a gallon of water. If you eat a pound of food, you're going to excrete, right? Is the good word, excrete a pound of food. So what sustains the body? What actually sustains the body? The answer, what does the body grab from the food that makes it live? The answer is electrons. They don't teach you that in school. But this is something that NASA and these guys have known for a very long time. It's the electrons that sustain your life. And if you keep eating food or drinking water that has no electrons, you will continue to get older, sicker, and die sooner. I'll give you an example. What happens to a banana when it oxidizes, right? When it gets old, it gets brown and it shrivels up, right? It gets shriveled up. What happens to old people as they get older and they lose all their electrons? They shrivel up, just the same way. Now, if I give you a little a plush bear, right? A toy bear, plush inside, and I started taking out a little bit of plush every day, just a little bit, you would never notice that that bear was missing the plush inside until many, many years after that, right? But by then, it would look like the old man. It would look like the banana, right? All shriveled up. That's the same thing. Electrons keep you young and supple. It keeps your skin and your body full and young, always. So don't let anybody fool you. Alkaline water doesn't do that. The only thing that can make your body alkaline, which is the only thing that matters, is the presence of electrons in your water. And that's why you should drink conduit water. That's why your customers should drink conduit water. And that's why you will become successful, because you're backing something that is backed in science. And you've got mentors like Cynthia Briganti there that are massively successful now to guide you. And all of us are supporting you all along the way. So I'm sending you lots of love from Los Angeles on the other side of the world. And I hope to see you all soon, right, Cynthia? We're going to be in Singapore soon?
Yeah, we'll be. Okay, I'm just trying to arrange the auditorium here. We'll talk for the scheduling. All right? How about that? Can you get like 1,000 people?
Yes.
Okay, they said. Okay, I told them, Jonathan, you know, instead of charging them 5,000, I told them I can get it from Jonathan for 500 per person. Is that right?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yep, we can do that.
Okay, but that's a whole day from 9 to 9. It's like 12 hours. You want to absorb everything?
Yes.
You want to be, you know?
Yes.
Okay, this is the best. Okay? So how about that? Jonathan?
Big time.
Okay, so we'll see you. Okay, talk to you. I'm coming back on December 7, and then I will call you when my party, Christmas party. Okay? All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah. See?
Jonathan, no,
Amarim. him, no one can call him. Because he owes me a lot because of he learned the acts I learned from him. You know? He's selling Kangen water, he give it away to anybody. Maybe you'll be lucky if you are there, he give it to you. Like what Dale is doing. Give it to anybody. Mm-hmm.
I gave my sale.
Because
in Dubai, I had a sale. It was a cash sale. I gave it to a downline.
Yeah.
And next time, tell me where you're going.
That's what happened.
Carry all
Okay,
your doing with all
Imagine is not commission. By the time try to achieve to reach the top, because by the time you are there, the real help will just appear, you know, like.
Yes, boss.
You know, I can also do like that.
Anyway, okay. So I mean, the help is, you know, someone said, oh, you're just traveling, or you just want to be a superstar, or you're just using Inagic to become superstar. I said, without Inagic, I'm already a superstar in God's glory, right? I don't need the people, the earthly, you know. You know, I mean, how many times we travel anywhere? I'm not a superstar. How come that we travel, we are booked with economy? How come someone pick up us and put us in the business class? Especially if I have an asthma attack, oh my God, I will be first class right away. That's why when the flight is booked, and then we were in the economy because we changed our flight. So we were forced to fly in the economy, right? Because the business class, it was booked. And then they all said, are you okay? I said, why are you keeping on asking me? You have no asthma? I said, what do you mean? He's asking me because if I have asthma attack, they will move us to the business class. Okay, let's talk about the gravity that Jonathan, was saying. You know, the gravity is also like commission. You know, it's like if you want to pull the commission, that's also part of the gravity, right? So now, you have to think that, hold on, where's that? You have to think big shot. You have to think, that's what Jonathan said to us. If you want to become a millionaire right now, I want you to say, I'm a millionaire. Okay.
I'm a millionaire.
Now, say something how much you're worth. See? You didn't accept it. You cannot see it because you did not accept it. You have to put a words. I am like this. I'm a millionaire. I'm worth 20 million. I'm worth 20 billion. It's up to you. Then by the time you're gonna work hard, what if your goal is like 20 million? What if one half of that, or maybe one half of the 1 million? That's still money, right? So you have to think, and then every day. Okay, this is what I did. Early in the morning, okay, I pray. Second, eat. I don't know. Hold on. First, second. No, hold on first. I pray first before I take a shower. 2, I shower. Brush your teeth or whatnot. Okay, whatever you want to do. 3 is dress up. 4 is call. Call your prospect. Okay, why I say that? Okay, when you pray, okay, don't you know that prayer is the key to success in our daily life? But most of us, we only pray if we need something to God. But we never pray if we're happy. No one is praying. Right? They forget God. Right? Am I right? We only pray if we need something. Like me, oh my God, I think how many times I prayed today. You know, when I was there, I was just texting, but my mind is praying. Okay? So that I ask the manifestation of the words, the power of God, so that whatever I say to you does not comes from me. It comes from God, so that you will understand. Okay? Now, Then you take a shower. You brush your teeth and then you eat. Okay? Then eat. You know what? I do not know how to write anymore. You know, because everything is, you know, computer or something like that. Now, I become a doctor. I look at Dale's, you know, signature, you know, like it's very good. I think like the doctor being manifest on me, and then my, you know, went to him. It manifested on me. So you have to dress up. Why you dress up? Because after you eat, when you call, when your friend on the other line said, okay, can you come now? Just go get the key and first, then boom, go, right? But how many of you experience when you call, and then if Catherine said, can you call me? Kim, can you call me? Can I go there? Give me like 2 hours, Kim. And he said, oh, Catherine, I'm gonna be gone there. Can we make it tomorrow? That alone, you burn the sales. How many of you experienced that? See, I told you, right? Like me. Okay, when you say that 11 o'clock, we'll meet. We're already done, but the thing is, someone took my other luggage from Indonesia, and then he promised me that he's going to come back to the room and bring it back. I did not know that he put it in the concierge, and then so that's why we're late, right? But you're enjoying taking picture of all the delegates downstairs. That's okay. So never burn the, you know, always, you know, if your customer is high, nothing to lose to be down there. You know, sometimes I got these doctors. He told me, oh, only doctors and nurses are making this kind of money. Oh yeah, just be, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm not really selling you the product if you don't want. You know, I believe on you that only doctors and, you know, then doctors are making that much money. Okay, and then one day, one of his niece, niece, invited me. I don't know, not invited, wants to buy the machine. But I did not know that the husband is a speaker of the dental association, something like dental, they have an association, something like that. And he said, Cynthia, can you bring the water in the, you know? So I do not know. I just come and open the door, you know? And then, because she came to my house, okay? She came to my house, and I have this big house, and then I think that's his brother-in-law has a small house, and they have only the Mercedes-Benz, almost 15 years, and I have the Corvette, a brand new Corvette, and I pay cash, and the Mercedes-Benz still, you know, in finance, the house still finance, my house is already paid off by Inagic. So whom you gonna listen? To the pro or to the pro or to the poor? That's why you have to walk your talk before, you know. But whatever I encounter, you gonna encounter this too. Okay, and I never ever talk like a good English, because most of my downline, they're like below mediocre. They're like below, because those people that uneducated people, these are the people that really go. They don't care. They just, okay, do you want me, look at the runner of the, you know, these drug lords, uneducated, right? Why? Do you know why? He said, okay, you sell this to me? Okay, right now. Here's the, you know, okay, give me the money. They're good in collection. They're good in collection. They don't care. What they care is the money, right? Right? So so my English sometimes, I'm already used to it. You know, people say that, oh, she doesn't know how to speak English. Especially American. Oh my God, my was, my where, my past tense, and my present tense. I don't care. You know why? Look at Mr. Shiro. She's a multi-billionaire, and she doesn't know how to speak English. At least you guys understand me, right? So I tried to learn what Mr. Oshiro. I want to be like Mr. Oshiro. And next time when I become like, maybe my commission goes to 50 million, believe me, I'm gonna hire an interpreter. That's my plan. You know? Okay, if you, that's what I was talking to Jonathan. I said, Jonathan, sometimes if you go with me, we don't have sale because you're too much. You're too good. People won't, they won't duplicate. And then That's why I said, Mr. Oshiro, next time, Mr. I'm gonna be like you. I'm gonna hire an interpreter. Mr. Oshiro was laughing. And then one time I had a fight with him. I said, say, you speak English. Come on, English, English. No interpreter. Go, go, go. That's so funny. So anyway, you have to be, even more professional. By the way, I'm a commerce graduate. I'm an aviation electronics engineer. Okay, I'm a pilot. But none of them. I didn't go to work. I just let my mom spend those money. And here am I, I'm into sales, right? Now, what happened is like, if I work, what happened to me? I become a slave. You know, and then I work as a caregiver. Then I become I took a class in CNA. Then I work in the hospital. My God, every time I come to the hospital, the first time I look at the big clock there, my God, for me, like, I want to go and move and then, you know, put the clock turn right away. This one, I want to turn it, the long hand, okay? Now, what happened is like, you have to have ambition in life. Don't you know that the richest people that no ambition, they're the poorest people? Don't you know that? Yeah. Because it's not the money that can buy our happiness, you know? It's the attitude. The attitude. You know, sometimes, you know, like, you go back to the doctor, and then my friend opened the door, and then the husband saw me, oh my God, here comes the multi-billionaire. I said, they just, you know, they exaggerate. I'm a multi-billionaire. I said, come on. And then the doctor, the relatives was like a candle that melt, that couldn't be able to, you know, to look at me, you know, because he said, oh, only doctor can make that much money, you know, something like that, you know. And then they insulted me, and then I was, one time too, they threw, someone threw me something, you know, like I'm a scammer, something like that. For me, I just close my eyes and smile. You know why? Because if I'm a scammer, do you think I can fly? You know, at just the airport alone in United States, you already hold. You know, so I mean, you have to be authentic. You have to be fearless in doing things. You know, because we are here for the glory of God. We are not here for how do you call this? We are not here to make Mr. Oshiro rich. You are here. What's the best company anyway? What's the best company? What's the best company? No, here first. Don't answer that. What's the best company? Inagic? That's why you are poor. Because the Inagic it's not Inagic, it's the best company. The best company is you. Inagic is a supplier to your company so that you can mobilize and make sales and make money. It's not the Inagic, the best company. It's you. Let's say, for example, I'm a supplier, but you are a lousy company. Then what happened to your company? You're gonna quit or file bankruptcy. That's the same way, right? So now let's make your company very profitable. Help me with your, with your math there, okay? Let's say this is you. This is the strategy. Oh, strategy for 2, 3. I don't know. How many 6A here? How many 6A2?
In this room now,
Yeah.
682. 682. 682, put up the hand, please. 682.
4? Okay, now. 2, okay. Just forget about them. So how many 1A to 5A here? Okay, now this is for you, not for them. Okay? One A to 5A. Now, this is you. I'm gonna ask you, how much money you want in a month? How much you think you want in a month? 50,000?
50,000.
That's easy.
相会相会。
Because I got it. In just 24 days. Okay? You have to go. If you have, okay, you recruit Okay, 10 people. I know. Hold on.
100.
20 direct. You know the name of the, we're in the surviving, case here, okay? Because we want that money, right? We don't want to have obligation. So let's go direct. Because if it's direct to you, no obligation, okay? Now, if you have 20 direct, okay? First two, okay? You have 240. I know, how much what? 430? Sing dollar, right? 430 times 2, how much? 860. Okay? Times, no, not yet. Now, you got 2 here. Okay? Now, 8 is what? 2A. You are in the 2A here. Position. This is your 1A. So, 8 times 860, how much?
6,880.
6,880. Okay. Now, 10. 10 times 3A. So that's 10 is how much? 3 times 480, how much?
1290 times 10.
Okay, that's 10 times 1290.
12,900.
12,900. Okay? Then, so you have 20, right? Okay. Now, how much the what? 0, 4, carry 1, 6, carry 2, 8, 9, 10, 0. So, 10. So, how much you make? Is that right? 0. Oh, no. See, 4, carry 1. So, this is...
20,020.
Huh?
20.
20,000? Yeah. So, 20,640. Let's presume you do it in 1 week. You know what? What Jonathan said? It's the gravity of your thought. It's everything is in the mind. Okay? The reason why some people cannot be able to make a sale, because they have this, what if this person would buy? What if you judge? Close your eyes. Don't judge the person. Don't judge the person, because I have this caregiver. They're so poor. But I make them buy the machine. Because to sell the machine, you're not selling it for them as a user. Always teach them how to fish. Okay? Be a fisherman like you. Does it make sense? Okay, now look at this. What if you do it in 1 week? Now, you're already a 4A, right? So you got 20 sales. Okay? Now look at this. 20. So 4A, how much is 4A?
1,720.
20, right? Times 20, how much?
34400.
Huh?
34400.
3440.
34400.
Okay, wait. Is that Apple calculator, or because the other one is 24, the other one is 20. How much?
34.
34?
34,400.
Okay. 3, 4,
400.
400. Okay, now 0, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Who said 50,000? There you go. Why you cannot make it? Because when you talk to one person and the one person say no, then you're gonna go home and sleep and it's ado susa. Hard. Indonesian, ado susa si kalibo. It's hard, but it's not hard for you to watch the movie and gossiping. But this gossipers, when like if I tell you something, if I say beautiful, when it comes to her, it becomes ugly. and then it becomes uglier. And you know, that's how, you know, make it like you're working like a gossip. The power of gossip. Okay? Okay, what is hard for you to sell one machine? Because you talk only to one person, that's why it's hard. Talk to too many people. You know what? If I live in Singapore, even though I don't know people here, just the yellow page. Do you have yellow page here?
Yeah.
Why you don't use the? Don't you know that I became 6A because of the yellow page? I pray to God, and then when you pray to God, God, you know, especially when God manifests on you, everything say yes. Everything say yes. And I said, hello, Maria. Is Maria there? I said, yeah, this is she. Oh, Maria, because I already pray. But don't pray. Hi, is Maria there? No. Hang up. No. Is there Kim here? No. Catherine? Sherry? No. And if you come to me, oh, I'm just a caregiver here. I'm just the owner of the, you know, I'm just a maid. But if you pray, the person receive the message, they feel who you are because of the connection. Did you understand? That's why people confuse how I did. Okay, who is the person that you know besides me that they're big in the energy? But where are they now? Who become the 6 in the whole world? It's me. Okay? Why? Because I have a big God. They have God too. But I don't know what kind of God they have. Maybe this big. Or they have God, but the thing is their God is in the closet. Instead of go to, you know, in the Bible it says, when you pray, go to your closet, right? Instead of you go to the closet, maybe they put their God in the closet. And they're outside the closet, that's why. So, are you tired?
No.
Are you hungry? Because I'm gonna... Oh. Don't you know, I won 2,000 yesterday. $2,500 in casino.
Wow.
That's a favor from God. You know what? The reason why I think God asked me to win it, because you know why? We have a bunch, we overbook our luggage, and then we pay extra because they'll book this business class, and I thought that it's all the way, you know, our luggage is two, from the US to Dubai. I thought from Dubai to Sri Lanka and then Singapore, it's two, also a bit, you know, two of us. It becomes one each, so we pay like $700. See, you know how God is, you know, good? We spend 700, He give you 2,000. Right? And he said, oh, you're not a Christian, you're a gambler. I said, what do you think of business? Is that gambling or not? Everything we do on earth is gambling. But it's up to you how you do the business. Gambling is like this. Gambling is seen is like this. If you use that money to feed your family, and then you go back to gambling, you don't have any more routine gambling and feed your family, that's a sin. Okay? Gambling is not just, it's just for fun. Don't gamble if you don't have the money. Okay? It means like it's like, don't you know that lending money to a friend is a gambling? That's the worst than gambling in casino. Because you will ruin the relationship if that person won't pay you. Right? So that's why my mom said, if you lend someone, expect that that money will be lost. Okay? But don't ruin the friendship. But most of the time, you will cursing each other. I wish you're gonna die, so that's gonna be my donation on your burial. Am I right? Okay, now, so is easy or hard? Tell me. You want me to explore more?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
What if I'm gonna reverse? You're gonna be here and I'm gonna listen to you so that I can correct it. You wanna do it, Jet? I love Jet.
Right.
You know what? Because Jet looks like Didik, you know, my nephew. Remember? Didik, my runner before. You know, he was, it's like this. God has favorite too. Parents has favorite. You have a favorite friends. You have a favorite nephew, a favorite. Why they call it favorite? What's the meaning of favorite? The reason why it's favorite, okay, because it's the person that show love to you, that keep on running for you, even you don't, how do you call this? No return. There's no exchange. There's no like in return. Like he's willing to serve you, and that's how my nephew, like do you have something? Do you know? I mean, he's really catering you. Okay, that's a favor from God, and we call it favorite. Okay, now what happened on this? Okay, in the morning, in the evening, after you pray, if you use this is what I did, the yellow page, I just pray. And then if you have a terrace, and then you're facing, how many of you pray facing the sun? None. No wonder. You should face the sun. When you pray, face the sun. Okay? Why? So that you can see the light. If you pray, where the sun is behind, in your back, it's different. I did it, it's not really compulsory, but the thing, that's what I did. Yeah, because the sun is, when you pray, it's more faster, and the connection, whatever you think, it molds to your brain. It's like when you think something, think someone, face the sun, and give time, that someone will call you right away. I was thinking about you, right? It happens to me. If you borrowed money from me, I'll just pray and face the sun. You're gonna call me, Cynthia, can I pay next month? It's okay. Rather than ignoring it for the rest of your whole life, right? Okay. Now, on this, when you use the yellow page, all you have to do, does it complete here? Not yet. You write down all your friends, or using the page, you have how many of you has a lot of colored papers and something like that, that you just put it aside, that you don't do it, and sometimes you're tired of looking at it, and then you just crumpled and put it in the trash. How many of you doing it? Like a colored papers or something, like any magazine, something like that. Make use of it. Cut it down, go to the yellow page, first page. Okay, Lily, or you call Lily, and Lily said, oh yeah, I'm interested. Put the page there, make it a bookmark. So every day you call. Sometimes the people that I encounter on this, sometimes they say, I cannot, I'm so busy at the time. And then at the bookmark, okay, you put the name, oh, she's busy at the time, call next time. If you put mark on yourself, when to how do you call this, to get these 10 people, or at least like you have to be certain on how many people you call a day. Okay? On your personal. Okay? Imagine that if you teach your people, let's say you already knew, and I already knew, I have my own. Imagine if we put together, then you're gonna have 15,000 a month production. That's my production last September. So I mean, there's a lot of things, that if you really wanna do it, but sometimes, the Miss Ego or Mr. Ego hit us, and then sometimes we regret, right? Like the days already passed by and you don't do anything. Always think that God, think about, like, even your husband or your children, don't think about them. Think that God is your audience watching you. Always think that God is commanding you to do this. It's like, how many of you working right now? Why you're doing your job? Because you're always thinking that the boss is there, she wants to finish your job. Why don't you do it to yourself? And make God assure you, that God wants you to do this. But no one, that's why I'm very successful, because if I cannot recruit, I am very guilty, because I asked God the manifestation and nothing happened. You have to do something. You have to feel the love, you have to feel the acceptance, you have to have everything in your life. So if you want to do it, do it. And then don't put negative is if Catherine says something about me, just be a good listener. But don't absorb, just block it right away. Okay, put it here, put the, the block, and then put the mark there, say, don't go here. So just don't be affected with the negative. So it's like if you, let's say, you're talking here and then you feel like it's still straight and then boom, you stand up and say, just smile, go with the crowd because they're laughing. You laugh them because they're laughing. Because laughing and smiling is contaminated, right? So just be like that. Be a child. You know the child? Like if someone, they fight each other. After they're fighting, then they play. Okay? That's the way how to do the business. You play because business is playing the game. If you think yourself that you are if you are the shooter of the basketball, you have to shoot it. Because otherwise, if you go like that, makantidor, then everyone drum like this, and then by the time you wake up, you walk like this. Do it in the business that you have to make your bank bigger than you. Don't let the negative, put inside of you, but make your financial. You have to be financially advanced. Right now, don't post it on Facebook, okay? Right now, we are like, maybe I'm 10 years advanced. Just the interest of the money that we have, even without Inagic. But I'm glad that Inagic, I got it from Inagic, okay? So there's a lot of things that we have to look at. Like this, it's proven that. Look at Raymond's son, right? Look at him now. Do you think if Inagic is not, where do you think Raymond right now? Maybe in the rehab center of the government, right?
Yeah.
And Raymond, she looks like an executive still, but she just like, right? Now, think of the part of Raymond that put your situation in there, okay? That you don't want to be like what Samsia said, dare to suck.
Yeah.
I disagree to that. Because I read the Bible, God is giving us the authority to be loved, the authority to claim, but the thing is, when we pray, we forget to, I pray and I claim. Do you understand the Acts? How many of you understand the Acts? Prayer. How many? Okay, but if I tell you, how did you pray the Acts prayer?
Thank you, God.
Oh, see? That's very nice. That's not the one. Acts prayer is, you don't have to start with you don't have to start with thank you. You cannot start with, if you want the kingdom of God, is it okay?
Yes.
Are you willing to do, or maybe some of you doesn't want me to talk about this? Okay. Okay. A, C, T, S. This is a pattern, okay? A pattern of prayer regardless of religion, okay? Now, look at this. You cannot, most of us, when we are happy, say, thank you, Lord. The Lord won't listen to you. Because if I go, let's say you are my mother, and then I'll tell you, Mother Kim, thank you so much. And I say, why? What did I give you? What did I do, right? If I will say you, Mother Kim, forgive me for what I have done. I say, why? What did you do? Right? And then you say, Mother Kim, can I have, something like that? No, I don't have it. Right? See, the acts. But if you say, Mother Kim, I love you so much. I say, oh, I love you too, Cynthia. Okay, hug, kiss, left and right. Okay? Now you say, Mother Kim, thank you so much. Forgive me for what I have done. Oh, it's okay. You know, I mean, we can patch up later, right? And then you say, thank you so much, Mother Kim. Okay, welcome, but let's do it next time. Okay? Now, the relationship is so, you know, I mean, the connection of the relationship is getting, you know. Now, you say, Mother Kim, can I come to your place and, you know, oh yeah, okay, when? See? But if you say, Catherine, thank you. What's that, Cynthia? Okay? That's the way how to pray to God. You pray to God because some of us, you know, like, how many of you are attending a prayer meeting? Okay? Most of the prayer meeting, when they say, oh, I would like to request Brother Jet to initiate the prayer before we will start. I do not know, because the way they pray is like Lord, I will get the moon and the star to put you. It's so intercessor. Intercessory, you know, like a very deep prayer. That's not in the Bible. God wants you to talk easy, you know, like simple and very, what do you call this, direct. Okay? So you say, I love you, Lord. Forgive me for what I have done. Thank you so much. And Lord, I pray and I claim. That's the very important. I pray and I claim. Do not claim to become 6A or approve your loan or, you know, no. I pray and I claim your wisdom, your provision, your power, your love, your protection, your guidance, your thoughts, there's a lot of wisdom. Ask so that, and your Holy Spirit, don't forget the Holy Spirit to manifest in you so that you can do good things for your glory. So when you say good things for your glory, then apply Jonathan, the thought mechanics. Because that's what God wants you to do. Then when you think of something, I'm gonna be 6A today, I'm gonna call 20 people, make it happen, then God will give you the blessings, the favor. That's what happened to me. So, I mean, don't you know that people say, how you become a 6A to the 6 because you have, you know, left and right. Yay! 6A to the 5. Okay, I want you to say something while you are late. Come here.
So tired. But first of all, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, another baby.
Hi everyone, how are you?
Walang anuman.
Okay. Picture. Okay, Irene, did you please take a picture? Alright. Okay. Oh, you miss Jonathan Amarit.
Huh?
You miss Jonathan Amarit. Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah, hi, how's everyone?
Good.
I am so tired. Take the chance to meet this group from this country, another group from the same country. It's a good problem. It's a very happy problem for me. And I wish all of you had that problem as well. You know, I saw some of my downlines being recognized as a 6A22. Huh? I said, who's he? I've never met him, you know. I'm sure you know what I mean, right? Yeah, then I'm hearing, oh, somebody qualified 6A23. He's vaguely familiar.
You're funny.
You know, when the group is growing well, after a while, when it takes on a life of its own, let me tell you a morning conversation I had. I met a gentleman who is similar rank to her, -6. I had breakfast with him. I said, Nakamura-san, how long have you been in the business? And he said 17 years. And 17 years ago, there was no Inegic outside of apart from Japan. Agree? And you all know, halfway through, about 13 years ago, Inegic Japan got into trouble. Okay, and the company went through very, very bad patch, and there was no other countries. And US had just barely started then. That's why Mr. Oshiro is always very thankful to the US. During the bad patch, the US gave enough revenue for the company to survive. And imagine this guy after 4 years, he saw, oh, the thing went down and down and down. Today, you know who are his two anchor lines? One is Indonesia, one is Hong Kong. Guess who will be the first -8 in the world? Maybe him, you know.
Wow.
But my point is, I'm 6 years in the business. I've got 11 years. You don't know. You know, he went through very bad patch, you know. You don't know when you get a line that moves. I mean, Cynthia had one main line, while she had many other lines. Then she spoke to this guy from Mauritius who cannot, most of us don't even understand his English. His accent is so strong. Yeah? And he's so skinny. And he didn't move for 2 years. 2 years? 2 years. And when he moves, we don't know. What about myself? I was asked by one of my downlines, some of you know him, Sam, to meet up with him and his prospect, which is 7 levels from me. In between that line, hardly move. 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? And one of them actually kept saying, I cannot do one, I cannot do, I cannot do, I cannot do, I cannot do. And then Raymond's son came in that network. But did it take very long? Yes, Yes, I took about 2 years before Raymond came, about 1.5 years. Sam didn't know when I was introduced to Raymond's son. My heart couldn't stop. Raymond's son is very reputable in Singapore and in the region for direct sales. His integrity, his love and care. Yeah. But my point is, it didn't happen. You don't know when. When the next time you eat an apple, you cut an apple, you squeeze out, you dig out the seeds. You can count how many seeds, right? I ask you, do you know which seed is the one that's going to produce an apple tree producing many apples? You don't, So in Enagic, because it has a life of its own, in my opinion, 3 key factors. Number 1, does the product work?
Yes.
Astounding, yes, right?
Yeah.
It borders on, sorry, I'm recording, bloody ridiculous, right? Actually, I'm not sorry for saying that. But where do you find a product that works 1 in 1? Anybody that doesn't feel any difference is not drinking enough, or he's bluffing.
Yeah.
Listen, what about the rest? They don't work. It's not like Enagic is a better product to others. Enagic is the only one that works.
Yeah.
So it takes off a life of its own. Who's got downlines that sign and say, I want to do, I want to, I want to, I want to, I don't want to do one, I don't want to do, Are you for one, Right? Beginning you bought, you're not too interested, right? Where's Michelle?
I
Yeah.
have 2.
And guess what?
My 2, 6, 8, 2, 3, all both say
I don't want to do.
one.
But because of the dynamics of a true business, the thing takes off on a life of its own without us after a while. And guess what? I'm one of those that didn't want to do.
Yeah.
My upline sent me 44 emails. Shh, I read none. PA sent me a lot of testimonials on the product and so on. 44 emails. I went to count after I started the business. I read none of them. Because I'm not interested. But does the water speak to you?
Yes.
And when it speaks, for some of us, the brain starts extrapolating, can see business already. Right? Now,
Actually, Bernard, to be honest, I'm one of them. When you say, the money is very good, you become third one, you get 2 points, you sell 10 is 3, I think, siao.
yeah. And then what happens? Pastor Andrew, he also didn't want to do the business. He just, his wife just went, there's 3.
That's 4 now.
No, there's 3. She's there 4. But my point is, hey, isn't it incredible? Now, what about the complaint? I told you all on that day at Nexus Auditorium. I'm going to tell a bit more now. When I saw in the US for the first time, after 3 months in the business, 19th of May 2011, and my first recognition event, and being new to the company, a lot of people went up to receive checks after me for funny terms, as I said. I didn't know what was group unit bonus, step up bonus, title, rising, don't know what title bonus. Then I saw this man called Petroselli that went up to receive title bonus as 6A. Then the same man went up title bonus as a 6A2. I said, what? Then I saw this young looking old man called Mr. Oshiro smiling away. Now, those of you who were at the event yesterday, did you all see how much he was smiling when the checks were passed?
Yes.
That's exactly what I mean. I came back, I don't know who I told, perhaps Judy. Hey, this company crazy, would like to give a lot of money away. So this craziness is filtered through a person with compassion. I think you all felt that yesterday. So when you marry a product that is ridiculous, I mean in a meeting, who's done this before? I say, who now here knows people who use other brands of water machine or even yourself? Okay, most hands will come out, right? How is it from those other machines? What is the usual reaction when I ask the question? Still thinking. Am I right to say that?
Yeah.
Maybe you're one of those last time. Yet in Magic, listen to your voices just now. Okay, so that's one. What is the other pillar? The other pillar is the company that pays and pays and pays and pays. Pays like crazy. Without punishing requirement of maintenance and all that rubbish, you know? Yeah. Plus, the third leg of the company is the company after pay so much want to come out with some crazy campaign called Speedy 2A. I mean, you know how many of my leaders in Malaysia, when I explain to them, cannot be. And those of us who capitalized it, we earn a lot more money. A bit, a bit, yeah. So, yeah. So now, when we see three pillars, number one, a product that has no comparison that works at such a high ratio. Disclaimer: I'm not making claims, almost, but not making claims, Number two, a company that pays very well. And number three, a company that has a heart. These are the dynamics of how a line can take off on its own even without you. Instead of you always, you know, people from other MLM companies, the leaders, the risk very bad arthritis. You all know why? Always having to fan the flame. Fan the flame. Fan the flame. Fan until wrist pain. Here, a flame that was dead, the water fans the flame for us. Here, a flame that is flickering a bit, one more commission unexpected comes in, boop, the thing comes out. It can be flickering for years, boop, it appears. Am I right to say that, Cynthia? You've been in the business almost 12 years. Yes. Occasionally a line that is dead, pop, somebody in there comes about and moves.
You cannot really predict who's who, because most of my people right now that become what you call this, they're not even a networker. They just go.
I want to give credit to one of your downlines who's a desk tree, who has never done MLM before, and usually medical doctors don't do well in this business. They tend to rely on their background, and that's Dave Lesman.
Yeah, Dave Lesman.
I mean, he's such a cool dude. I mean, it's like, I like it. I mean, we are fortunate to be his friend. So, I hope you're getting value from this very bit. I also don't know what she wanted me to share. But meanwhile, can I request? I take a selfie with you. I tell you, the iPhone 10 is the best selfie phone. The size is amazing.
Advertisement.
No, I don't have share in. Cynthia, come. Cynthia, come. You must be beside. 1, 2, 3. The other side. 1, 2. Thank you. Cynthia, I pass back to you.
Thank you, Bernard. Okay. You're not leaving, okay? Bernard, you're not leaving. No, you stay. You stay there. No, there. Okay.
I'll take a seat here.
Now, okay. Okay, our subject now, Bernard, is
Yes.
You stay here.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that you have no, you cannot escape. Escape. Okay. The subject now is acts. Okay? So adoration, confession, thanksgiving, supplication. So you cannot start with, like, oh, Bernard, can I ask this? Sometimes he will say yes, or you're lucky if you say yes, and then most of the time, no. So you have to follow the pattern. Okay? Now, how you gonna use the acts to approach people? Now, this is if you guys, if we are going to have an event again to that place, I will give you 15 minutes to go out. For you, having the 15 minutes is impossible. But praying the acts, there is no impossible. We have like 150 people at the time. Each one of them bring at least one. The most is 20. Imagine these people that, like if someone is approaching you, a stranger, you don't want to go, right? But because you have the Spirit of God manifested on you, that's why people will trust you. Because to approach someone, you need to have the trust. Right? So from God. If not, you won't. Okay. Now, how to approach the acts? Let's say you're doing prospecting in the mall. Okay? You pray. God knows what you want. But God wants you to tell Him. It's like a mother, like you're a good child, right? But most of the people, the bad child, the prodigal, always force the mom, give me this, give me that, give me that. But because of they're furious and they were so, they have the power to impose something, like the mother will be scared, That's why the mother will be forced to give. But those people that are not a good child, they don't get that much, because the mother is waiting for the child to say something what you want, right? So that's what happened. My grandchildren, they're good in doing acts on me. That's why they always upgraded first before me.
Oh, really?
Exactly. Oh my God, Yeah. So anyway, so when you pray first for yourself, the manifestation, right? Okay, Lord, I love you, Lord. I praise you, Lord God. Lord, forgive me for what I have done. And please also ask forgiveness to the people that die this day and this hour, that they are not prepared to face the Lord, right? You pray for them. And then, Lord, I thank you so much for the blessings that you have given me. And thank you also on behalf of the people that receive a favor from you and they neglect you. On their behalf, I would like to say thank you. And Lord, I pray and I claim your wisdom, your provision, your power, your healing. If you are going to the hospital, your healing, your protection, your guidance, your power. You have to ask the manifestation of the million. If you need a million, don't ask, Lord, give me a million. No, you have to ask the millions and the Holy Spirit to manifest in me so that I can do good things for your glory. Okay? Now, when you say that, when you say amen, then use the thought mechanic to think. That's what we call meditation. Think what you're gonna do today. I will go to the mall. I'm going to recruit. I can do this. I can sign up people. Today, I claim it. I can sign up people. Okay? So, you eat. You pray. You eat, and then you take a shower, and then dress, then go to the mall. Before you enter to the mall, you pray again, and then the same prayer, then you use the acts to approach, think of something that you like. Let's say, you like the turban, the beads. I like your beads, and oh my God, and make sure that you really like it. Don't pretend that because you want attention. And that person, because you pray sincerely, guess what? That message, you will absorb it. I said, oh, I got it from, what's the store here in Los Angeles? Nordstrom. Or in anywhere. I said, oh, I bought it. Oh, I'm lucky that, she's going to tell you more. And then you feel it right away. Okay? Now, the power of the connection, you feel it. Then, adoration, right? And then you said, oh, forgive me, I stopped you. You said, no, don't worry. The more you want to stay. So you have AC. And then D, thank you so much for, for bothering you. And they said, oh, no, that's fine. When you say that's fine, by the way, my name is Cynthia Briganti. What's your name?
I'm Yati.
Yeah, Yati. And then, hi, Yati. And you know what, Yati? Have you heard ionized water?
Yeah, but there's so many around.
Okay, I have this, the best ionized water from Japan. And don't you know that if you drink this water, you can feel the difference right away the moment you drink the water. Really?
When can I try? When can I get it?
Okay, give me your phone number. Sid, you have to do something with excitement. And then, some people, most of the people that I encountered, they already knew it. Oh my God, especially in Los Angeles. I have this, have you seen those Axe, the Kangin, I love Kangin water. Oh, I love Mr. O Kangin water. And here is 9.5 and here Axe sprayer and then at the back, Faith. I wear that one. Every time I go to the mall, they said, or in Whole Foods, they said, hey, are you selling Kangin, are you working in Kangin water? I said, I'm a distributor. Oh, you're selling filters? So that's why I got a bunch of sales. Every month, I make like almost 30,000 for the filter alone.
Wow.
Every month.
Uh-huh. And guess what?
Look at her look.
Just the filter alone. That's why user or something like that, you're building the filters. Okay, now look at this. And then at the time, the guy wants to buy the filter. And then here comes the sister because she wants to go. They're inviting the brothers and sisters to go to, I think, to their surprise, I said, hey, she's selling Kangin water. And he said, are you selling, why are you buying? You have a machine already? And she said, yeah, I have the machine, but I don't want to do the business. My sister wants to buy. So I sold like 4 machines. I sold the 3 Anispa, and then 1 K8. And then there's another one, it's like the junior, because the son was moving to, I think, to Pennsylvania, okay, or New York. So I sold a lot. When you pray, God will provide you everything. Imagine our booking right now. Every time, if you go to another, I don't know why, it's like 12,000. That's business class. You know how much the business class that we have? It's so funny. It's less than 4,000. That's from Dubai, US to Dubai, Dubai to Singapore, Singapore to the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah. It's first is not Emirate, Turkey. So we went to Turkey first, and then and then to where she came from. How was that? Sri Lanka. Yeah, Sri Lanka, then Singapore, and then Philippines for Philippine Airlines. God will give you something, because I think God knows, whatever, because right now I have a lot of excess. I help people. When you help people, don't say anything. Oh, I'm helping Catherine. Oh, I'm helping, like Cheryl or Kim or Lily or Kiro. Don't say anything. Okay? Now, that's the way how to pray the acts. And never stop. If you don't do anything, just pray, Lord, I praise you, Lord. God is your audience. Think about that. People is but fighting on you. It's just, they're not your audience. Your audience is God. That's why, don't you know that I'm talking in front of you? Don't you know that I talk to God? God is in front of me, not you. Okay? Because if you, I'm gonna be shy, like Shirley. I'm gonna be. Don't be shy. Okay? Now look at this. Now, let's go to strategy. Okay?